Hello, today I'll be showing you my CD collection. This will be part 3 and also the final part. But yeah, part 2 was me showing all the CDs in this bookshelf over here, while part 1 was showing all the CDs in this bookshelf over here. So yeah, if you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, definitely make sure to check out those videos and then go ahead and check out this one. Before I dive into these CDs, let me go ahead and show you what we have on top of this bookshelf. So we have some, I guess you could maybe call them mini posters right up here. And then we got some signed postcards right here and a couple more over there. And then down here we got some stickers, Seven Dust, Linkin Park, As I Lay Dying, and some other ones. But yeah, diving into the CDs, starting off we got Prong. Those are some of my Prong CDs. The rest of my Prong CDs are in the previous video, part 2. Again, if you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, definitely make sure to check out those videos and then check out this one. And then after Prong, we have Queensryche. I have all their albums, and that's who's playing in the background right now. But after Queensryche, we have Rage Against the Machine. I have all their albums and also a few CD singles. And I also have this Japan import, Rage Against the Machine, Live and Rare. Pretty cool to have. But after Rage Against the Machine, we have Rainbow. A couple of their albums I have from them are Japan imports, Difficult to Cure and Stranger in Us All. And then after Rainbow, we have Rammstein. I got all their albums. And then we have Red. I got all their albums, and my copy of Rated R is signed. Not in person. I got this from the band's online store as something you could pre-order at the time when the album was coming out. But after them, we got Red Hot Chili Peppers. Those are some of my Red Hot Chili Peppers CDs. I even have the Blue Error version of Californication. Pretty cool to have, and yeah, that album is one of my favorite albums of all time. But after going into this bookshelf, we got a few more Red Hot Chili Peppers CDs right there, those 3. Then after them, we have Rush, one of my all-time favorite bands, and I got a lot of their CDs, got all their main albums and some compilations, and yeah, got a lot of Rush. And then we got Saint Asonia, and my copy of Introvert / Extrovert is signed. Got it signed in person. They're doing VIP. Then we got Sepultura. I got all their albums. And my copy of Quadra is signed in person. Got it signed through doing VIP. And then we got Seven Dust. Those are some of my Seven Dust CDs. Moving to the next shelf is the rest of my Seven Dust CDs. And then we got Shinedown. And my copy of Attention Attention is signed. Not in person, but I got it from the merch booth the second time I saw them live. Then after Shinedown, we have Slayer, and my copy of Divine Intervention is a Japan import. Then we got Slipknot. I got all their stuff too. Then we got Soulfly. I even have a long box of their album Totem, their latest album. Definitely looking forward to what they'll do next. Then we got Soundgarden. I got all their albums. Then we got Spirit Box. Yeah, Eternal Blue, The Fear, and of course their latest album, Tsunami Sea. Then we got Static X. My copy of Wisconsin Death Trip is signed by Koichi, Ken, and Tony. That was in person through doing VIP. And I also got them to sign this too, which I believe you can only get this on the band's online store. But after Static X, we have Stone Temple Pilots. And I got all their stuff. And then we have Sum 41 right there, those 2 CDs. Moving to the next shelf is the rest of my Sum 41 CDs. Then we got Symphony X. I do have a promo CD from the Odyssey era. This CD right here. sampler CD, I believe, if I remember correctly. And then we have System of a Down, another one of my favorite bands. This CD, I got it from a record store, and it's limited in copies, 29 out of 300. Then we got Team Sleep, of course their one album, and also the Woodstock Sessions. And we also have Temple of the Dog right there, and their one album. And then we got Testament. I also have a promo CD of the Formation of Damnation. Then we got Third Eye Blind. I got all their albums. Then we got Thousand Foot Crutch. Then we got 3 Days Grace. I have all their albums signed. Except for the first 4 albums, they're only signed by Adam, but the Matt albums, they're all signed, but they're signed by all band members. But yeah, let's see here. So yeah, I had Adam sign these when I was doing VIP for Saint Asonia, this CD, and of course the debut album, 1X, which is one of my favorite albums of all time, Life Starts Now, and of course Transit of Venus. But yeah, after 3 Days Grace, we have Times of Grace and their 2 albums. Then we got Tool. Then we got Travis Scott. I have all his albums too. And then right at the end, we have some of my Trivium CDs. But yeah, after moving to the next shelf, we have the rest of my Trivium CDs. Then we got Typo Negative. Then we got Unearth, who I'll be seeing in May. Definitely looking forward to seeing them live. It'll be my first time seeing them. Then we got Van Halen. I got all their albums. And I also have a long box of OU812. And then we got Voivod, and my copies of Nothing Face, Angel Rat, and The Outer Limits are all Japan imports. But yeah, I got all their albums, all their main studio albums, and some other CDs. But then we got White Zombie, and then we got Woven War, and then we got some of my Yes CDs. And then the final shelf here is the rest of my Yes CDs. And over here, I just got a bunch of random merch, including these signed tickets here from that recent Trivium Bolt for my Valentine show that I was at. And then got some signed drum heads over here. And yeah, that is my CD collection. This was part 3 and also the final bookshelf here. Let me know your thoughts on the CDs you saw here. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and a like. Subscribe. Have a nice day and take care.